Hi, Bob here. Welcome to Stick Mobility Exercises for Seniors. Yes, you need a stick. It can be a broomstick, it can be a garden pole, whatever you want to use for a stick is fine, as long as it's straight and it's up to about your nose. Okay? And we're going to use this stick and exercise our whole body, all the major parts. But we're going to go for a walk with the stick first. Well, I'm back from my 10-minute walk with my stick, and I'm putting on my indoor workout shoes. They have lots of grip. Sometimes I forget to do this, and I work out in the house in my socks, which is not good. I could fall. There's a lot of movement involved in this routine and these exercises, and I want you to be safe. So get on the right footwear, get your stick, your pole, your broom, whatever you're going to use. Make sure it's the right length, and let's do a full body compound workout for mobility. Cruising down the river. So stand with one foot forward and one foot back. The foot that's forward, the toes pointing straight ahead. The foot that's back, it's on a 45-degree angle. But you line up the heels so they're kind of on the same plane down there, feet apart. So this is a little bit precarious. You're in an unstable position, but I think you can handle it this morning. Take your pole, and we're going to row the boat down the river. So I just take the pole, hold it about shoulder width apart, make sure it's parallel to the floor there. And then as you slowly push forward with your front knee, make sure the knee is over top of the center of your foot. Don't go past your toe and keep it right in the middle. Don't go to the side. Okay, arms are straight. Notice my back heel is stuck to the floor, and then I slowly come back. And as I get back here, I go back further, pulling the pole right into my chest. The weight is on my back leg. Okay, my back leg is bent, but I'm pretty straight, right? I'm not bending over too much. And so I slowly, keeping the feet glued to the floor, reach way out in front of me with my pole here, my paddle. I'm in a rowboat going down the Grand River. And then I go back. And then forward. Very gentle, working the upper body, arms, shoulders, back, lower body, knees, hips, ankles. Let's try that on the other side. So one foot forward, one back, line up the heels. This one on the back is on a 45-degree angle. Make sure my knee goes over top of my foot and not past my toe. Right in the center of my foot right there. Reach way out. How far can you reach? Briefly hold it. Don't go too fast. Change your weight to the back leg. Pull it in. When you're doing this on your own without me, you can take your time, look outside, but pay attention to your body's posture and do it as many times as you like. It's really good for your body. Okay, that's rowing the boat. Now I'm going to put my feet together. Maybe my knees will get together, I don't know. And when I take the paddle here and go right along the side of my canoe, the paddle's vertical, right? Dig it deep into the water, do a mini squat with your body. When you get down here, take the paddle across the top of the water so it's parallel to the floor or the water. Come back up and gently pull it along the side of your body. Again, working lots of body parts that are important for your overall health, right? One more because our canoe is starting to go around in a circle. I expect you to do this perfectly. Take your time because we've done this canoe cruising down the river stroke before in some of our other videos because it's that important. And I know you all have a pole by now, a stick, and I know it's at least 5 feet long. It's the best pole I've ever had. Was one of those white, whatever they're made out of, plastic poles you get at the hardware stores. They use them at the Y too. I like that pole the best, but a garden pole will work. And this is my walking stick. Got this at a thrift store for about $1. Okay, and the last one, you're going to hold the pole or the paddle with your hands on the end of it, right? And if it's really long, you might have your hands in a little bit, but your arms should be really straight. You know, all we're going to do is our kayak stroke where we wave the pole as we step. Step forward slowly and wave the pole to move your kayak down the river. All right, take your time. This walking heel, toe, or toe, heel going backwards with intention, focusing on your body and how it feels and where do you feel unstable or don't you? That would be nice. Let's try it again forward. All right, cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon with one you love, the stars above, waiting for the moon. The old accordion's playing a sentimental tune, cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon. Right, got it? The one leg routine is one of my all-time favorite balance exercises. I'm going to hold the pole beside my body and make sure it's nice and firmly planted in the floor or the ground. I'm going to take my outside leg and I'm going to do some lifting with that, moving with that. So I have to put my weight, my body weight on the inside leg. So I sort of slide over or lean over toward the stick, the pole, which is vertical. I lift my outside leg off the ground, first the heel to see how my balance is, and then a little bit off the ground. That's the first thing I do, just to see how my balance is. All the weight is in this leg that's close to the pole. The foot's not very high off the ground, because the higher I bring it, the more my core muscles, my balance muscles, have to work to keep me from falling over. So if you want to do this whole thing with your leg close to the floor, or even maybe your toe touching, you can, but you won't have as much fun. So here we go. I'm going to, I think this leg close to the pole is strong enough to let me lift my leg up to here. Notice it's bent at the knee. And I just slowly bring the whole leg, bent leg, behind me somewhere. I'm still standing vertical. Anytime I want, I can rest by putting my toe down. So if you're doing this and your foot is on the ground, you might just get your heel up. But when you take your leg back, you can slide your toe back there. You can do it. And hold it back there with your toe touching. But my foot's going to be in the air because I feel like I can do a little bit more today with this 1 foot exercise. Now, the next one is to take your leg out that way. So you can take it, and it would be nice if it was straight and off the ground and you just brought it out to the side, working the muscles on the outside and the inside of your leg, and inside your bum, you've got a few really important muscles that you need to keep strong. So if you can't do that and your foot's still on the floor and your heel's up, you can slide your foot out that way. You could do that. I know you could, but mine's off the ground, right? And then when you're ready, you bring your leg forward. So you might even take your toe and slide it forward, or maybe your leg's off the ground like mine, you're just taking it forward. Okay? And you hold it there. Good, and then when you're ready, you think, oh my gosh, this hip was working hard. I can feel it, and all the way down the leg. Let's try the other side. So we're standing up nice and tall. We're going to work the outside leg and the inside leg because it's going to do all the support work. But this will be doing the moving. So I'm going to lean into the inside leg, and then I'm going to gradually lift my heel up. And then maybe my foot comes off the ground, and I check out the strength of that inside leg with the hip and all the other muscles on that side of my body that are working hard so I can do this thing with this foot off the ground, okay? And then remember, we went behind, so maybe you're dragging your toe back there, holding it back there briefly, or maybe your foot's off the ground like mine. You're not leaning, you're standing vertical, and then when you're ready, you come back to neutral, and then you go out to the side, or maybe the foot's off the ground. You can feel it working on that supporting leg, right? Your knee, your ankle, your hip, coming back, going out in the front. Maybe slide your toe out there, stand up tall, or maybe lift your foot off the ground. And you think, I could do one more. Maybe I'll take it out to the side and then lift it up and bend at the knee a little bit. Pretty good. I'm going to stand up nice and tall to do the deadlift. This is an important exercise because a lot of people pick things up off of the ground or the floor and they leave their legs straight, which is not good. Whenever you're lowering your body down, you need to bend those legs at the knees and get as low as you can with your hips. So this is the deadlift. You hold the pole in a horizontal to the ground position. Your feet are shoulder width apart. You got the pole really close to you. It's not out here. Okay? And you're just going to slide it up. Use those shoulders. Slide it up, up. Let me back up a little bit. Back up. Stand nice and tall. Get your arms over your head. Get them straight so the pole's way up there, right? And if you want, you can come up on the balls of your feet. That means lean forward into the balls of your feet. Your heels are kind of free a little bit. And then come up on your toes and the balls of your feet, lifting your heels. And hold it briefly up there, and then slowly bring your heels back down, and the pole's coming down, and it's going to stay close to your face, and it's going to go past your shoulders, nice and close, and then it's going to keep going all the way to the floor. But as we get to about the hips, we're going to start to fold forward, push our bum back, and look down at the floor as the pole goes down. And then when it gets to about our knees, we're going to bend those knees, those legs at the knees, and take the pole all the way down, lower the hips, bend the knees forward, and touch the toes with the stick. Hold there briefly, and then slowly on your way back up, you straighten the legs, keep the pole close to your body. Your hips come forward, and then we keep going with the pole. Do you feel a little dizzy? It's just your blood pressure. You can pause briefly until you get stable again, and then you go back up. Remember, the pole stays close to your body. Anything you're lifting should be close. It's called carry close. So you lift the pole way up, stretch those arms out. The armpits are exposed, your arms are straight. Now come up on the balls of your feet, lift the heels right up onto the toes maybe, and then that's about it for me. I'm going to go down with my heels, down with the pole, keep the pole close to my body. There goes the pole past my eyes, past my shoulders. And as I get the pole down by my hips, my arms are straight. I'm going to fold, push my bum back. Look down at the floor. When I get the pole close to my knees, I'm going to bend those legs at the knees, and I'm going to lower the pole down, lower my hips down, and get the pole to touch my toes. Hold it there. And then I'm going to slowly come back up, straighten the legs, push the hips forward. I unfold and look forward, and there I am. The deadlift. You can do it. Just do it super slow and think about all the things that we do. Of course, every workout is complete if you do some stretching at the end, and stretching means a static hold for, well, up to 2 minutes. It would be nice to get the most benefit from the stretch. But we're going to stretch our back because as we age, our whole body starts to move forward, like so, causing spine problems and shoulder problems and hip problems. So we want to practice keeping ourselves nice and erect, and our shoulders are relaxed but back a little bit. Okay, so anyway, we're going to hold on to the pole behind us. Now, you can do it with your hands approximately shoulder width apart or even closer, or even farther apart. You'll feel it in different positions in your upper back and in your lower back. I'm just going to go a little bit, not shoulder width apart, but a little bit closer. You choose wherever you want to go. And I'm going to stand close to a wall, because sometimes when we do this, lifting our arms behind us, keeping them straight, we kind of bend forward so we can get kind of like in this position. We don't want to do that. We just want to stand up straight, close to a wall, so that if we try to bend, we'll hit our head on the wall. So we're going to slowly, with straight arms, lift the stick up, keep it parallel to the floor, and lift it up and up and up until you can't go any further. Think about where you feel it in your back and in your shoulders. If you're not happy with that, start over again. Get the hands closer or farther apart. I'm going to go closer because I wasn't happy with that. This is better for me. I feel more action in my back and in my shoulders and my arms right there. So I'm going to hold it right there. That's as far as I can go. I'm standing up as tall as I can, thinking about what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, congratulating myself because I went through this workout. I tried really hard to work these muscles with intention, meaning I'm focusing on what's going on. And I think I'm going to have a good day today. Going to go out and get myself a new plant for the house. I'm going to maybe go into a thrift store and see if I can find some Christmas presents. Maybe I'll even get my lights out and decorate something in the yard with lights. That's about 30 seconds. That's pretty good for the first time doing that back straight arm stretch. The next time maybe I'll hold it a little longer. But congratulate yourself. You did a great job today, and those exercises are very important.